I'm going to review something that most of you have done many times. Obviously, the people who've been here longer have done it, should have done it hundreds of times. We're going to start within our partner's guard here. And your partner's going to kind of have this leg down, their legs already open. I want you to just place your hands kind of on their belt line, this elbow down here, okay? This hand's going to cup the thigh, this one's going to hug around, and this knee is going to step over. From here, my head is going to be right next to my partner's head, looking towards them. Now keep your leg at a comfortable distance and just walk over here. Hand on the quad, right knee to the belly button, right knee to the ground. Now, I'm lifting up once again so the camera can see. From here, this knee is going to slide down this way, a line that's parallel to my partner's quad here, okay? So I'm here, slide, and put my butt on the ground first. Don't worry about your ankle here. This arm straightens out this way here. And then from here, extract your leg, and then you have the pass. So, start here. You do this movement once again. 3 things should happen at once. Hand on the knee, hug around, leg over. Okay, hand on the ground, walk your knees over, twist your partner's body. If you're too low like this, Christina, bridge up toward this direction, you'll lose balance here. If you feel like you need to put your hand over here for balance, that's because your legs have not walked high enough here. Okay, so I'm here, right knee to the belly button. Do not lift this knee off the ground here. Right knee to the ground. Now, once the knee is on the ground, now you can lift it up and then sit your butt through, straighten this arm here, and then extract your leg, okay? Here, okay, one of the biggest mistakes that people make is that as they try to extract this leg, they lift this knee off the ground, okay? Especially if your opponent is strong or you're just small, like Carrie's a lot smaller than I. What happens is when you lift this knee up, your butt lifts too high. And what your partner can do is they grab your belt and their pants, and as you try to extract the leg, they're just going to roll you over this way here. And she puts this knee down and walks the legs over here. Lift this knee up, okay? So you see now her weight is tilting on this side, which makes it much harder for me to bail over on here. But once again, do it wrong, lift this knee up. Now her weight has just shifted back over here. And then, look, I barely have to, here, put your knee down now. Like this, you see, I can't, it's hard for me to try to roll her over here. Does everybody understand? Okay, we'll start with the same position here. But what happens is your partner is gonna put their foot on your hip. So this is knee down, foot up, like this. Does everybody understand this here? I cannot just launch the same way, because if I do, she just pushes the foot on the hip and I just get pushed backwards. Here, does everybody understand this here? So when your partner does this, what you do is you use the web of your hand, you put it on their ankle, the rest of it's the same. You push and you step over. Now, once you step over, you can't hold this very long because the knee will extract out. Then you change it to the knee, and then the rest of it is exactly the same here. Okay. With this, I want your partner to give you a very light resistance in 2 things. Number 1 is when your partner puts the foot on the hip, they're gonna give a light push. Okay, push lightly, okay? Like this here. Then what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to bring their knee up to pull, like they're trying to pull guard. So first they were trying to push you away, then now they're trying to go. So what this is it's gonna teach you to go 1, 2. Like, do you see this? I have to beat that leg before, they wrap back around here. Does everybody understand this? It's a push. Once this is here, you bring your leg up to pull guard. You see, that's the other reason why I have to change angles. Do you see how when I stepped, I kind of went off like this? Because as she brings the leg out, instead of just my hand here, you see my body is angling like this to cut off that angle. Even if I didn't have, let's turn this way. When I pass the guard, okay, on this one, you see I'm at a diagonal to her. So even if I didn't have my hand, you see how it would be very hard for her to pull guard because that angle is kind of weird. It's too tight right here. Let's talk about when the legs are in a position that their feet are on the ground and their knees are up here. Okay, all you're gonna do here is this hand here, this hand on the ground, and you're gonna straighten your leg and then put your leg on the outside here. Once your leg is on the outside, you can continue the way you did before. Hand then goes on the knee, drop your weight, and then the rest of it's the same. So if I'm here and I try to push her leg down, this is with arm strength only here, right? But because I cannot step this leg directly out to the side, I can't shift my weight out and get my body weight over it. So when I'm here, I hold the ankle, straighten the leg back and around. Now once I'm here, Okay, and this leg is in between here. It's easy for me to drop my weight over. So look, even if I just, I'm not to over exaggerate, even if I didn't put my hand here, if I just started doing this, you see how her leg is going to come down because my body weight is over it. Of course, from here, hand on the inside of the knee, and then push down. The rest of it is exactly the same. Keep those details in mind. Go ahead, keep going.